Your parents aren't happy what you do. So when you think about starting your own company, understand it's really hard. It's really bad. So don't come into it with naivety. But what I'm going to show you is a set of tools. Some of my memes will be Jersey short because I spoke in Jersey the other night. So there's a lot of tools I'll be going through with you in order to make this process easier. So growth hacking is the reason Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook can grow absolutely massive with no traditional marketing spend. So they can scale absolutely massive because all of us are addicted to our screens. So if you get between them and the screen, then you have a chance to reach millions of people overnight. So we're going to go through what growth hacking is, how to growth hack in real life and on social. So other areas like productivity that I think will help you on your quest. So the golden rules of growth, it should be scalable, repeatable, and predictable. This means whatever level you're trying to reach, you need to be able to do it over and over with predictable results. Scale is really the key. If one Twitter account is producing results, create 3 more and do 4 times as much. If email is producing results, go and get more email mailing lists that you can get a hold of. If you have influencers working for you, go and do more of those. But you need to be able to scale it up over time. The main way people get rich right now is through Facebook ads. If you can get enough traffic to your website that converts at a higher price than the traffic you bought, then you just put more money into Facebook and more money comes out the other side. Another way people get rich is through AdWords. Once again, if people are going to your site and they are arriving via Google searching for a very specific thing, that will convert really, really well. Finally, the main way I like to use social media is through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook groups. So Instagram and Twitter both have 200 million people on them. They're never going to run out of people to reach out to, and it's free to use these methods. So, the laws of growth hacking. The first rule of growth hacking is, you do not talk about growth hacking. So by that I mean, if you find a hack that works, don't write a blog post on it. As soon as someone like me finds out, then we'll rinse it and then it will stop working. The second rule of growth hacking is, you don't talk about it again. Could have been line right. Said you don't blocking me. I don't know.
I was thinking about like Fight Club.
Yes, that's where I got it from. So by this second one, I mean partners, investors. Until they're fully in your company, just tell them it's magic. We don't know what's happening, but users seem to love it. People want to believe in magic. They don't want to explain it away like they're only big because they got on this big email list or they know a few influencers. Tied to this, you need to be able to do user experience. User experience is how your website works. It doesn't matter how much traffic you get to your website. If it's not clear what you do, it's not clear how you sign up, it doesn't provide enough value to them, and all that traffic will fall through the site like a sieve. So, user experience is critical. I can go through most of what you need to know in 90 seconds if someone wants to time me. Does anyone have an iPhone out here? Yeah? Okay. So, start a stop clock for 1.5 minutes, and let me know when I need to go, and shout if I go over. Let me know when to start.
So, now.
This is tailorbrands.com. Don't pay someone to create a logo, just use this and you can create unlimited high-res logos for free. This is UX Myths, simple equals minimum, mobile user distracted. It's not always true. This is balsamic. Don't pay a developer to create a basic wireframes. Use this to hand it to any developer, he can code it from there. Keep your sign up really simple. Don't have email and password, don't even have email, just get them using your product and then scale up from there. Keep your onboarding really easy and always send a personal email straight away. How did you find out about products so you know which marketing channel works? This is a UX checklist via GitHub. The last slide is my email on it. Email me and I'll send the slides to everyone. The best call to action buttons of all time, sign up and get the most conversions, then download now, then start up your free forever account, then get started. And if your product's more complex, you need a how it works button too. This is crazy. This shows where people hover their mouse on your screen so you can think about what they're thinking about clicking, not just what they actually click. Optimizing helps you split test different messaging. One will always convert better than the other. This is a website launch checklist you should go through before you go live. Quadruple tells you why people do things on your site by a series of live interviews while people are browsing the site. 5 users will find 85% of the user experience issues, and this is best about pages.com if you're not developing about page before. Did I do it?
Yeah, I'm 15.
All right.
Wow.
I put that little pause there. I was banking on the politeness of Canadians. I coach a lot of people and they always say, we have a lot of channels we can get traffic from, where should we start? And the answer is always start with the easiest ones that will get the most traffic the quickest. If you have access to a massive email list, start there. If you have access to influencers, start there. If you're really good at Facebook ads, that's where you start. You'll get the most traction, you get the most momentum, you'll learn the most about your users, and you can bake that in as you develop your product. Your goals for growth hacking and for your company should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. So, we want to grow our company is a terrible goal. We want to grow our app by 5,000 users in the next 5 weeks is a lot better. It's measurable, so you either hit it or you don't, and it has a time date on it. Tied to that, you need to also plan out every user or customer for your company. So it should look something like this, and I've included the template in my slides. Twitter, we're going to reach out to 10,000 people a week, expect 25% to convert. Facebook paid ads, Instagram paid shout-outs, real life hustle, we're going to fly every co-working space in Vancouver. Viral factor, everyone who uses our product is going to invite 2 people. PR, we're going to reach out to 50 blogs and expect 10 to convert. Events, we're going to organize a meetup, 100 people will come, we expect at least half of them to convert. So you know that traffic will come in from all of these different areas. So ask anyone tonight or any networking event, how are you going to get users or traffic? Almost no one can answer that. So if you have this set up, you're already more impressive than 90% of other companies. So you go to an investor, you're trying to hire someone, you're trying to get a partner for your company. If you say, this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to do it, it's really impressive because most companies can't do this. So layer out where every form of traffic goes. When we decided to do our book, I was in Boston, and the next day I was flying to Denver, and on that 3-hour flight, I mapped out 19 different channels of traffic for our Kickstarter, knowing that not all of them would work, but we have so many different channels that they would add up to money. Read the basics of your channel on growthhackers.com. It's an online marketing site, so it has all the latest case studies for YouTube, Pinterest, SEO, so it's a much better place to waste time than Facebook like you do right now. Don't worry too much about the way the site looks or the color of the buttons on day one. What you need is traffic. Once you have traffic, it's really easy to optimize the site and convert that better. And most people spend a lot of time on the product, and a lot of people spend so much time on the site, but then they go, oh wait, now we have no traffic. So all that A/B testing is completely useless. You want to build a product, don't build the product. Build the landing page saying what the product is and get traffic to it. If it has high conversion, you're onto something. If not, no one cares. Copy is really important. So most companies try to be very formal and business-like, but that's not the right approach because there's already millions and you want to stand out. So my friends run an events app, and they figured out that you could put anything in an app store update and Apple will okay it. So they put in their latest app update, here's what's in the newest version of our app, more ads. We've crammed hundreds of ads into the latest version as we know how much you love them. We've worked hard to ensure they pop up regularly, so if you miss an ad, you get another chance to see it. People will remember that. Likewise, they call your first name for their email mail out, and they don't just put hello, they put something very personalized like, all right Bradley, you hot little sugar muffin. People will like that, and they're much more likely to read to the bottom of the email. This is my favorite of theirs. Every word in this email is written backwards, so it's really hard to get through, but because of that, you remember the email. When people stop using your app, most people leave them alone, and this is awful because it's 10 times harder to get a new user than to retain an old one. So if someone stops using your app or product, do something like this. The founder took a picture of himself looking sad, holding a sign saying, please come back. That gets automatic email to everyone who's not logged in the past month. And this reduces their churn rate and gets people back into their ecosystem. Anyone here heard of Audible? They're a podcasting site. I don't even know how, but I started paying them. I just looked at my bank statement and I was paying Audible, so I don't know how this happened. I need to go and cancel it. So they said, you can cancel, but why don't you take 2 free books first? And I was like, oh, that's very nice. So I had a look around the site. I was like, well, I can't find one right now, but I'll come back later. Another 2 months go by, and I'm like, they're still charging me. And then, so I went to cancel, like, definitely canceling this time. And I hit this screen. Can anyone see where you're supposed to click to cancel? So they have optimized this as the central delivery point. So the option is pause membership. Keep your current credits and don't pay again for the next 30, 60 or 90 days. That's highlighted, encouraging you to click. Keep listening for less, the middle, large option. Keep your current membership but pay half price for the next 3 months. And the other option, keep your current membership and get another free book. Though none of these options are actually cancel. So they're designed to trick you. There is a tiny cancel membership button down here if you didn't see it. This is what's known as a UX dark pattern. A dark pattern gets the user to do something they wouldn't naturally want to do because you want that extra traffic or you want those extra clicks. LinkedIn famously got sued for a dark pattern which was grabbing your address book. There was almost no way not to give LinkedIn your address book. And they got fined something like $14 million for this hack. So it is definitely not worth doing a UX dark pattern. They did, however, get bought by Microsoft for $36 billion, so bear that in mind. Be a mixture of madmen and mathmen. Madmen take massive risks for their client, but they also deliver massive value. And mathmen, everything should be measured. This is Store Maven. This allows you to A/B test different App Store pictures and copy. Most App Store discovery happens in the App Store, so people don't find out about apps on websites or in magazines. People are searching in the App Store all day. So if you're doing an app, the one thing you should focus on, if you only have enough resources, one is App Store optimization. So this will help you split test and get more downloads. Likewise, App Tweak has optimization reports. You can analyze reviews and ratings of your app, you can monitor competitors, and find the best keywords. Again, all this stuff will incrementally increase the amount of downloads you get. This is a $9 marketing stack. Segment is all your customer data in one place. Google Analytics shows who's on your website, what websites they came from, and what your most popular pages are. Mixed panel tags every user that comes to your site. So how many people went to your shop but left something in the basket? How many people haven't signed into your app in the last month? Mixed panel tags everyone. So this is fantastic investor and growth level data. Perfect audience is a pixel. So everyone who lands on your site that doesn't convert, you drop a pixel on them and banners can follow them around the web. Tied to that, Facebook ads, you can put a Facebook pixel, so everyone who visits your page you can target on Facebook. It's an amazing way, particularly if you're doing something like consultancy, to hyper-target people. Pour more resources into the ones that work. It sounds obvious, but when a company has a few growth channels and they're trying to juggle them all, social media and content and outbound sales, find one that's producing the most results and absolutely hammer it until that one doesn't work anymore. Tied to that, think like the Americans. I've been saying this in America for the last 5 weeks. Now I'm in Canada, so what do I mean by that? I mean have a winning at all costs mentality. All great American startups are built off the backs of spam. So you have to have a very aggressive mind in order to be successful as someone growing their company. Airbnb were a very tiny site. They wanted people to use their apartments. So if you put an apartment on sale on Airbnb, so you had it open for people to come and stay, they would cross-post it to Craigslist, which had a ton of traffic. So we were constantly clicking from Craigslist to Airbnb and vice versa. BuzzFeed ripped off Reddit, Imgur, and Tumblr from thousands, possibly millions of articles on the way up. So they would find something that might be going viral, they put a title on it, put it on their site. They did this because they needed to get traffic in order to get investment money. Now they do really good journalism and they might well win a Pulitzer Prize, but they had to do that sort of spammy stuff, all those listicles on the way up in order to get the investment money. Finally, Genius is a lyrics website. 2% of all searches on Google are for lyrics. So they ask bloggers to link to them over other sites that they rise further in the rankings. They got caught by Google doing this. They went from page 1 for virtually every result to absolutely nowhere. So for 3 weeks, you could not find their lyrics. But by this stage, they had like $20 million. So they presumably called up the CEO of Google and said, sorry. And they were back on within 3 weeks. My point of all of this is, once you're rich, you can delete your past.